Are we saying that all the Fulani are involved in this? It's a tribal agenda? Because, like I said, I sat down with Sheikh Sani, who's a former senator from your state, who had told me of his community suffering attacks from herdsmen as well. You know, the Fulani who live in the houses, in the huts, who may not be moving and roaming around. Even the ones who have been moving around, who are nomadic, have been attacked as well. And yesterday, Moses and another gentleman from Benue yesterday told me that these current people who are attacking, some of them in military camouflage, in military uniform. You know, so do we have a difference between the Fulani that we know? The one that will call Moses' people Munchin, you know, I think that's what they call you because of the relationship they've had over the years, where they would come after the Moses' people in Benue have done their farming and harvested. They'll bring their cows, come and eat the leftover, and then give them a calf to say, oh, please take this one as a, and also use their cattle dung as manure. Then give them the calf and say, take this one and keep it. When they come, they'll say, where's the cow we gave you? They'll say, we've eaten it. And then they call it, it's Munchin. I believe, I hope I got it right, Moses. So they've had that relationship. So do we have a difference now?
I come from a village called Zamandebo, and we had always coexisted with the Fulanis. There is no village in southern Kaduna, for example, and I'm sure it's true for the Middle Belt, that every village does not have its own settled Fulanis. And it has been like that for, if not over a century. Then what happens? That suddenly these same Fulanis that we have been cohabiting will just move their cattle and their property one morning and just, move away without giving an excuse. They give 3 or 4 days, the village will be invaded and people will be killed. All this talk about foreign Fulanis, they are not foreign Fulanis as per they come blindly to attack people. They are invited by the indigenous Fulanis who understands our terrain, who know even part of our forests and bushes, even more than the indigenous, to come and take over this land. Something must have happened somewhere where they are brainwashed to believe that the communities which they settle over, those lands can one day belong to them. And that is what is happening. In Southern Kaduna, for example, we have documented that 245 communities have been taken over by the Fulanis. Both our former Fulanis and the ones that are their own foreign fighters. And the space, the land that are occupied is about 6,000 square kilometers. That's bigger than Abia, Imo State. That's almost twice the population of Lagos State.
Have they chased the indigenous away from these lands, these communities?
They have chased the indigenous, absolutely chased them out. They are now there's a documentary I just finished doing around Benue side, where the native Bagis who are occupying these places want to go back because of controversial amnesty that the governor of Kaduna State granted the Fulanis. But if you go there, you will see swath of lands where your eyes cannot meet are being occupied by the Fulanis. So what we are saying, we are not just
where are the natives? Where are they?
They are squatting under. They are squatting under inhuman conditions in the cities, where some of their women have become house helps. The men have become laborers. The youths have become Okada riders and laborers and all that. And unfortunately, some of the girls have gone into wayward ways of the city.
All right.
They are there in hundreds of their thousands.
Okay, we have.
So they have displaced these communities and taken them over.
Okay, I'll come back to you. So, Moses here.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the taking over of communities. Do you have the same experience in Benue State where large portions of lands have been taken over by these marauding militiamen or headsmen, and the people have been sacked? Because I hear in some parts of the Middle Belt and North, they've even changed the names of these communities. They've renamed them. We have, for instance, May 25, Andoana in Gwara West local government was attacked. Several people killed. June 1, Ediku, Angpali in Upper County was also attacked, and the people they had to go and protest. And now we have also June 12, Akundu Tiog. I hope I got that right.
Akundu Tiog.
Yes, was also attacked, not far from Makurdi, the state capital, I believe, if I'm wrong. So tell us, do we have these places where, like Ms. Binniyat has talked about Kaduna State, where in Benue State, these herdsmen have taken over? Yeah.
Absolutely. What Mr. Binniyat has described is not different with what we are experiencing here in Benue. It is a common practice. They just want to. Of course, nobody wants to be harassed, and they are harassing you, killing you, and all of that. So people will move away from that point of harassment to the next best place. So people, internally displaced persons, is the standard here. What Mr. Binniyat has described is Benue, but only he was talking about it from the Kaduna perspective. So it's the same thing. I would, however, like to add that, yes, I recognize that there is the profiling of the Fulani. I'm referring to what Mr. Binniyat talked about. But there's no deliberate attempt here to profile the Fulani and give all the Fulani a bad name. We don't want to give the Fulani a bad name. But if the Fulani is attacking me, I will not call the Fulani a different name. I'll recognize him by what he is. There are Fulanis that are doing this. And even the Hausas, as Mr. Binniyat has pointed out, I've had engagement with several Hausa ordinary people who say they are tired of the oppression that the Fulani have put them under. That the Fulani kill them willingly, willfully, and without a care. And funny enough, they don't get punished for their actions. However, if you have to defend yourself against a Fulani man, and in the end or in the course of defending yourself, you take his life, what happened in Benue State will happen again. Look at the situation where in Benue State, we have our community, people resting, people in their places. The Fulanis came from wherever they came, because we have always recognized that the Fulani will pass through, they will live with us for the short period. This is what our great-grandparents told us, that the Fulanis come during the dry season and they leave when the rains come. But these Fulanis are not ready to leave. They are here with you and they are here to stay. This is the new Fulani we are dealing with, and this is why it is different. It is different on many levels. So these Fulanis come and kill us in our own homes, and the president will tell us that it's the presidency in their press statement say that it's a reprisal attack. Reprisal, it doesn't make sense that you are telling us that it is a reprisal attack. We didn't attack anybody in the first instance, but we were not. We were attacked in our own homes. We were stopped from going to our farms. Our farms were destroyed, and all of those. They happened to us before, if anything happened to the Fulanis. But this attack has been described by the presidency as a reprisal attack. That is the most shocking description I have witnessed. But it also tells us what attitude the presidency has about this matter. They're not ready to address it and will not address it.